from one environment to the other. Your needs, your challenges, unless you are operating in a very, very, the environment is same, the capabilities of the people are same. So to that extent, the challenge is to identify what are the competencies required rather than actually saying that these are my core competencies. And this is not a static thing, it's a dynamic thing. It keeps on moving. I don't know to what extent I've answered your question, but in fact...
I think you have fully answered the question, because what you said is you have this cultural difference which others cannot penetrate. That's why you are strong in Muscat. Another bank coming in there will not be able to penetrate. That is your core competency, and you are maintaining it, expanding it, preserving it, using your cultural diversity or whatever.
One aspect that I can just mention as an add-on is, see, we were just having 20% of the local market in the year 2001. And post, when we looked at identifying the competencies, we didn't start with competencies. We started with what are the challenges that the businesses face, and we sat in a conclave with the top management. And the competency moment or the competencies was just to kind of aid in reaching where we wanted to move to. And right now, I can proudly say, I am not taking credit actually and telling you that this is all due to the competency framework that we have and the work that we have done. But I can tell you that right now our market share is over 45%. So in some way or the other, in fact, it has helped the bank. That's all that I can say at this point in time.
I think what you said is very true. It should pervade every aspect. This core competency should pervade your advertisement, your image, everything. And that's what you're doing. You are the Bank of Muscat with capital M, capital U, capital S, capital C, capital A, capital T. So Muscatee will definitely come to you, if possible, because that is the identity he has.
Thank you for an informative presentation, sir. My question is, in this process of quantifying the qualitatives that you have in the service sector, what actually is the one element which you are trying hard to find to quantify? All the services, qualitative stuffs, you are changing into quantity. So, which is the one thing which is more difficult to quantify?
See, in fact, what cannot be measured cannot be managed. That being the primary rule, I think if something is not measurable, I think it's better that we knock it off, from the system itself. Because in my context and in my experience, I haven't found anything too challenging not to be measured. So whether it be customer service or whether it be HR, everyone has a KPI which is measured and reported on a daily basis. And to a very great extent, when we say we link it, we have started to link it even to the pay. The people, even if it's a teller or a customer service representative, he gets paid based on the quantum of work he does. And there's an overall score that comes up. We used a consultant by name Lobo from the US to develop that, that process of measuring every activity within the bank. So I haven't found it, to answer your question, I would always say that HR was too difficult to measure. Because I wanted to defend my turf and just kind of continue as I wanted to continue for some time. But I don't think it's difficult to measure any activity. And if there's some activity that you can't measure, I think it's better that you close down that activity.
Thank you, thanks.
Thank you, sir. We have come to the end of the official function. Thank you, one and all.